and you join me today where I'm going to tackle the roof lining, which means taking out the side struts and all the coverings and the clips and everything else like that, lifting it down, taking out the light fittings, taking off the, what do you call it, sun visors, the sun visor things, sun shield, whatever, and then what we'll do is reline it and then stick it all back together again. So I'm going to tackle this. It's probably going to be half a day fitting around, and I also got a microphone for the new stereo, well, second-hand stereo I bought. I needed something that was hands-free, so I've sort of been waiting for that to arrive so I can wire that in as well. Get the roof lining done, shall we? Back to point of view look, so you're going to be stuck on my head. See you in a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start off with removing this, and then I've got some bits up here to slowly edge out. Take this off and take the sun visor off as well. So the two screws, just screw there, all has to come out. Take this light fitting off here, that has to come out, and then we'll just drop the roof lining, get some four way on it, get it all pushed into these shapes, get it trimmed, get it back up. And I'm tempted to actually, I've seen somebody cover these and I thought it looked really cool, so we pull this gasket out, get it all nipped back in. So without further ado, let's get this trim off, and don't worry, I will speed it up. I'm not going to make you sit through all this. So let's get some out, bits and pieces. That back, and again likewise this up the door. Cleaned. Matter of popping these out with the clips. Let's get this off first. Do you know what? Why am I struggling with a screwdriver? I'll get the drill. Be firm. Fell off the top. Right, the last thing to do then is just pull this off. Came out with it. And now lining. Let's get covering. Now, by absolute pure chance, I have just the right amount of space cut out of my full wear. So what I'm going to do is cut it to size and then glue it on, and we'll speed this up for you as well. So the next job I'm going to do is use some Forever Black, and now I've got this on Amazon. There'll be a link in the description for you. And what it's going to do is basically, I'm going to redo the dashboard in black, and all the little light grey elements as well, they'll need redoing. So I'm just going to start with a wee sample on the sun visor holder. Might actually do the sun visors in it as well, I don't know yet. But watch the space. Rule number one when working with black and bumper trim, rubber gloves. You don't want to get this on your fingers at all costs. So, without further ado, change of scenery. Had to put the awning up because it's starting to spit, and one of the things about this is you have to do it in a dry area. Now, they provide, it's an American company, they provide a cleaner concentrate, which I did use on these already. So I'm just going to do the sun visors, the Jesus handles, and the clips that these clip into. So I'm going to start small with this. It's my neighbour building the deck. So I'm going to start small with this and see how we get on, if you can still hear me. Let's speed this up. So there I was getting all excited about, I've got the sun visors done, I've got the handles and the wee sun visor clip holder and everything, and I thought, right, just maybe one more coat on the sun visor, and then I forgot about the strip. So it needs washed, which I have used the solution, and I have a good old bottle of elbow grease. So what I'm going to do is come down here, out of the way of these, let them dry, and get scrubbing. So I'm just going to let that dry out, the wee strip, and then I'm going to give the last coat, I think, to the backs of these, because they don't seem to be taking the paint as well. They were all scrubbed last night. This will be its fourth coat. The underside's fantastic. I like to finish off with just long swipes with a brush, just to keep it even, as you would with any paint job really. It still looks a bit white there. Right. Not much more I can do there. I'm just going to let it dry. Back in 20 minutes and then start reassembling the van. Oh no, got to do that strip again. that needs at least 3 coats. Right, so join me later when we put everything back together. I'll add another couple of strips there. Save you watching. See you in a bit. You saw how I took everything down yesterday. I had to stop because of the rain, and that's why we got the gazebo up today to cover this area, because as the instructions say on the Forever Black bumper and trim cleaner and reconditioner, it has to be done in good weather and dry, but not in direct sunlight. So again, shape, never any danger of direct sunlight in this country. Right, so everything's dry. We're gonna go and put it all back together. I have to say I'm really impressed with it. Took a couple of coats. I've got, I'd say, probably 2/3 of the bottle left. Might do the handles and the door handles. Might do some of the trim. Not sure yet. It's I've got other things really to focus on, but I just thought while I've got the roof down, it's propped up at the minute. I've got 2 screws in already. While I got it down, I might as well get these things painted, because you know, why not? So without further ado, let's put this all back together. Now bear in mind, everything's carpeted now, so the screws are going to be a little bit tighter to get in. I've tried to trim as much as I possibly can for hole access, but it is going to be a little bit fiddly, and especially more so when I'm doing this on my own. I'll see you in a second. Alright, so let's join me in the van. Let's get this into place properly. So there's a little groove here, and I'm trying to get it into that. Maybe a pointless task, but it's a task needs doing. Oh, got it. That into there. That one's buggered. That into there. That into there. And into that. And there we have a supported roof lining. Now we can put all the other bits and pieces in. Alright, yeah, because that would need to bend. Yeah, so it bends up that way. But Jesus, it scrapes off really easy, doesn't it? Well, that's a bit sickening. Oh, I'll just touch it up. Is there any point? Ah, whatever. We gotta go. Okay, for some reason I just can't seem to get this aligned. So I'm gonna. It could be. I don't think it is. I think it's in the right spot. It really is. Let's try one more. And just like that, it's in. I'm going to put the side strut up. Okay. Oh, I have to say, it's very cozy in here, so it is. It's roasting. They don't make it easy. Right, I'll just show you what I've done. That's her in. Now, there's a little screw hole that I'm just aiming for, and it's a threaded hole. Oh, missed. And she's in. Number 1. Number 2. Nice. Nice. So let's see if we can get it in. We have a smaller one here for this piece. Not that one. There's his brother. Oh, there. So that. Do that. Let's get it pre-drilled in. There we go. Trim over the edge. Just make sure the rubber seal goes over the carpet. So I need to sort of tack that in. Just that's for me, hands free. Right, touch that up. Boom. I love it. I should have painted that. I should have even cleaned it, but that's fine. Right, so repeat the same process on the other side, and jobs are good. So what I'm going to do then is, this is all done. It's lovely. It is a little bit time consuming, don't get me wrong, but it is so worth it. I mean, within moments of it being up there, you'll forget how much sweat and tears that you put into it. But no, I'm going to go and do the other one, the other side now, get that fitted. It's just basically a repeat. There's only an additional handle to go into here and at the side. Now we go, oh, damn. I need to paint that. Shit. Right, so I'm going to go paint this, give it a couple of coats. I'm going to get everything else fitted in, get the sun visor up and the Jesus handle, and I'm going to go paint this. I don't know how it will come up because it's quite a soft leather. As you saw there on the sun visor, just on the fitment elements, even just touching it with your fingernail, it would just peels off. So some surfaces do work better than others. Anyway, I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you in the next episode. And again, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, leaving a comment. Have you decided to do a refit of your interior van? And if so, please send me some links and pictures. That would be great. I'm on Instagram, so there's a link in the description, and I will see you, like as I said, next time.